shade.
All right, guys, so we are pretty much going to go ahead and call it a wraps here for this week. We had right much going on, so I'll try to catch you up on a little bit of everything that we had. Started the video off, there was a red early 3rd gen, not this one, obviously. The other one that was in here, Nathan had to do one of his pie cut intakes on, so he went ahead and knocked that out. We had a local guy had dropped off a drive shaft. We had to swap U-joints for him, so we got that knocked out also. And then Parker Hatcher from Kill Devil Diesel, he brought his truck up to us, and we went ahead and did a 67 drop-in on it for him, redid all of his exhaust, and then also did a battery delete, I guess you'd call it, and dropped it down to single battery, and cleaned things up a little bit for him. That was actually the first truck I had ridden in that had a drop-in charger in it, and that thing spooled freaking insanely quick. It went from nothing to, say, 50 pounds almost instantly. So really nice, quick spooling turbo, sounded really good, and should be capable of making a decent amount of power, and I think he's really happy with it. After we wrapped all that up, we went down to the drag strip, and down here at our local track, they recently put in a pulling track, and they had the first sled pull that I've actually been able to go to in years. So we went out there, watched everything. My cousin Casey, he was pulling in the stock gas class. He had the white 2nd gen that was pulling. I think he ended up making 2nd place, so he had a pretty good night. And then in the stock diesel class, there was only one truck that was entered in the class. That was one of my buddies, Daniel Bateman, in the white 3rd gen. If I remember right, that truck may still be stock turbo and has a set of flux 1.8s in it and a built trans. Other than that, I mean, it's a fairly simple setup. And then AJ decided last minute he was going to pull. We had all the stuff we needed to set it up for sled pulling, but he waited too long to decide to do it. And about 30 minutes before the class was called, he decided he was going to hook up. And so, I don't know, around 850, 900 horsepower with no blocks in the back and some slick straight tread street tires, like some 265s that just didn't work out well. I think he only pulled like 150 feet, but it literally smoked the tires and left black marks the whole way down the track to where he stopped at. A lot of the guys said they've never seen a truck smoke the tires and leave black marks like that truck did, so that was pretty entertaining. But anyways, didn't break anything, and I think he's hooked on it now and has a game plan on this coming weekend. There's another sled pull. He's going to enter again and try to redeem himself a little bit. So anyways, we finished that up, got back home. Next day, got out here in the shop and got to working on this truck here. The same one we've been messing with, obviously. We got the front bumper is all mounted and secured. As you can see, got mounted all up with the quick latch tabs. Fitment turned out really good on it, happy with that. The only thing, these Chinese replacement bumpers, they get a little wavy. You can see here. We'll put the factory step piece back on here, and hopefully that's going to level that back out for him. But we got that knocked out. We also got the Smarty put in with the new tunes from Levon. And after we got it loaded, we took the step bars off the side and we took it out for a test drive again. And this thing comes up on boost extremely quick. It drives extremely well as far as power management, but it is extremely sensitive on the throttle. As you can see in the videos, it was surging pretty hard. And at one point I rolled into the throttle, like maybe quarter throttle, and it started blowing the tires off in 3rd gear and went straight to the freaking rev limiter. So definitely needs a little bit of work there. We've talked with Levon. The truck is actually going to them in a couple weeks for dyno tuning. So he'll be able to sit in the seat and get it dialed in the way he wants. And then the next day, we didn't get any clips of it driving that night where you could see like smoke output and spool up and things like that. So the next day, I took the truck out in the daylight and just eased it around, and it street drives amazing. There's virtually no smoke. And for 300% over flux injectors, a single 14 race pump, and a single 82, this thing freaking drives awesome. I guess, you know, part of it due to the 6.7 displacement, then also that big D&J head, it makes a world of difference. So that turned out really good also. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead, like I said, call it quits here, stopping where we're at with that. This morning, we actually have to go pick up another project. So we're gonna go pick that up. It's gonna be a quick project, but it's something really interesting, probably the coolest thing we've had in the shop yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up and check out the next video and you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyways, thank you guys for following along, and we'll see you next time.